For Lori and Mark, this is it. In less than 2 weeks, an array of 6 of these satellites will be launched. You've probably never heard of them, but they're called COSMIC-2, standing for, now get ready, for Constellation Observing System for Meteorology, Ionosphere, and Climate. But it's expected to help make forecasting, really the modeling that forecasters depend on, a lot more precise.
We're not going to start this story about when it's dry, but when it's wet, really wet, Pineapple Express soaked. Scientifically, they're known as atmospheric rivers of moisture, and from satellites and radar, you can see them coming from the tropics. Here in Washington, they bring with them warm temperatures, often in the winter, and even record flooding. But by the time we see the river, it's already too late. What forecasters want to know more about is how these storms start, how they germinate, and that can create computer models much earlier of just what we can expect. With the target date of next Friday, a SpaceX Falcon 9 will launch and deploy 6 satellites known as COSMIC-2. Today I had a chance to speak with Daryl Kleist with the Environmental Modeling Center of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
Which of course is critical for the prediction of atmospheric river events like the ones you were describing, or the connections between the tropics and extratropics in terms of the prediction of long-standing droughts, etc. So we anticipate that we will have improved forecasts of such events.
Satellites are basically sensors in space. Last year I took you to Colorado, where Lockheed Martin built 4 new generation GOES satellites. 2 are now deployed and provide amazing high-def pictures of forest fire smoke, and for the first time lightning on Earth in real time, and a lot more. Tim Gasparini headed the mission to build them.
So it's just going to open up remarkable avenues of prediction capability.
But COSMIC-2 looks at the world differently. It doesn't use cameras. Rather, it looks at cross-sections of the atmosphere electronically, creating a vertical profile of moisture, atmospheric density, temperature, and pressure, particularly over the warmer areas of the ocean, which affects the weather over us. And because it also has so much precision, COSMIC-2 can help calibrate other satellites like GOES, and even the Global Precipitation Measurement Satellite we watched tested over the Olympic Mountains from NASA's DC-8 Flying Laboratory back in 2017.
So that's what is expected out of COSMIC-2, but as you can gather, there was a COSMIC-1 program. All but 2 of those 6 satellites have now run out of batteries, and even when they were running, would provide about 1,500 profiles a day to forecasters here on Earth. COSMIC-2 provides 5,000 a day, more than 3 times as many detailed snapshots of what weather and everything is looking at like around the world.
So Glenn, does it also look at weather in space?
It does, and this is one of the things they added. And GOES also looks at space weather as well. And this is a joint venture, COSMIC-2, with Taiwan. Taiwan actually built them. We're launching them. A lot of nations are participating in that data.